Right, let's go have a chat with Sabjorn, shall we? Or Malice, if he's around. He's a bit more important. Both are here. Interesting. Ah, and the captain of the guard. Hello, Sabjorn.
Was something we discussed unclear?
The job's finished.
Well, it's about time. I had to stall the captain until you were finished.
I don't think that's my problem. How about the other half of my pay?
You'll just have to wait until after the captain's finished.
Oh, well, that's unfortunate.
I suppose you can wait around if you must.
Yes, I suppose that's fine. I'm sure Malice will be happy to compensate me. Inigo, get out of the view.
Well,
What's the
Bjorn,
matters?
now that you've taken care of your little pest problem, how about I get a taste of some of your mead?
Help yourself, my lord. It's my finest brew yet. I call it Honningbrew Reserve. I think you'll find it quite pleasing to your palate.
Oh, come now. This is mead, not some wine to be sipped and savored.
Ah,
By the 8.
I see.
What's in this?
Malice must have
I don't know. What's
added a
wrong?
bit into the barrel there as well.
You assured me this place was clean. I'll see to it that you remain in irons for the rest of your days.
No, please, I don't understand.
Of course you don't, you idiot.
Silence, idiot.
Oh,
You
well
should have known
said,
better than
Commander.
trust this place after it's been riddled with filth.
I beg you, please. This is not what it seems.
How amusing.
You're in charge here until I can sort this all out.
It will be my pleasure.
And you're coming with me to Dragon's Reach. We'll see how quickly your memory clears in the city's prisons. Now, move.
Look, I assure you this is all just a huge misunderstanding.
I said,
You
move.
just poisoned the man.
Farewell, Sabjorn.
Do you really think he's going to cooperate? Right then. Out you go. How amusing. Well, good to see that you didn't need my help for that bit, at least. But I'm sure when they investigate this place, you needed to make sure everything was poisoned. Understandable. Now, hello, Malice. I assume our business is done?
I don't think that could have gone any better. Anything else you need before you head back to Riften?
Besides the bag that I left back in the boiler room, no, I'm fine. Oh wait, no, actually, Maven did want some information from Sabjorn's books. I believe they were upstairs.
So, Maven wants to hunt down Sabjorn's private partner, huh? You're welcome to take a look around Sabjorn's office. He keeps most of his papers stashed in his desk. Here, this should help.
Oh, I've already picked the lock. You don't need to... Oh, very well. Whatever. Now, you never mentioned the lunatic living in the tunnel. I'm certain you knew about him. There's no way you couldn't have. I assume you wanted him gone per Maven's request as well.
I thought it would be better to leave some of the details out of our previous discussion. Didn't want to risk you walking away from the job. Besides, you've done Maven a favor getting rid of him, and saved me from wasting coin hiring someone else to do it later.
Yes, well, as long as Maven compensates me properly, be it in physical coin or in contacts or other methods of benefits, I suppose I don't mind. Very well.
Remember to put in a good word with Maven for me.
Well, we'll see. I assume after this I'll be on her book of trusted associates. Alright, Inigo, let's go get this stupid paper. I left it there because I wasn't certain if we'd actually need it, but since he doesn't know of any other paperwork, I suppose we don't have much of a choice. Now let's get this paperwork. Promissory note. Now, is it sealed, or can I risk taking a peek? Sabjorn. Within the enclosed crate, you'll find the final payment. As we discussed, Honningbrew Meadery should now begin brewing mead at full production. In regards to your concerns about interference from Maven Blackbriar, I can assure you that I'll do everything in my power to keep her assets and her cronies at bay. This is the beginning of a long and successful future for both of us. That same symbol. Well, it's clear someone is most assuredly interfering with Maven, and in doing so, well, the Thieves Guild. Alright. Well, now we get to go on a long road back to Riften. That was quite the trip. Down here. There we are. Could have taken the stairs, but honestly, I'd like to get out of this place. It still reeks of skeever. You're going to be cleaning this place up a very long time, Malice. Off we go. Well, that's odd. Right then. I suppose I'll go grab that bag of meat that I acquired. We'll sell a few things and then head back to Riften. Alright then. Well, this is certainly new. Belethor is what he was just yelling about, I believe. Now, don't look at me like that. Look, I have a perfectly good explanation for this.
I assure you, I'm prepared to make any deal.
Oh.
I bet you could get a good price for those gems.
Which gems are you referring to? Oh. May have to return here later. Anyway, Belethor, my good man. You said any deal, correct?
I can tell you're a discriminating customer. Perhaps you're a wealthy one, too.
Well, that's probably none of your business.
Everything's for sale, my friend. Everything. If I had a sister, I'd sell her in a second.
Oh good, you're just the kind of businessman that I need to know. What exactly do you have for sale before all else?
Some may call this junk. Me, I call them treasures.
Well, that's not very invigorating now, is it? I'll give it a look, but I am not assuming much anymore. However, you have a decent amount of gold. I have this bag full of bottles of mead that I might have acquired. And you see, the meadery down the road outside of Whiterun, it's shut down its original output. And unfortunately, or fortunately, depending how you look at it, I went and I invested in them. And of course, once the place shut down, I was left with my investment. They at least gave it back, so that's something. But I am now in a need of removal. So if you'd be willing to buy these off me, after all, it won't be made again anywhere else, I would be very grateful. $9 gold a bottle? Yes, I think that'll do just fine, thank you. Obviously, you can't buy them all at that price, but you can buy quite a large chunk now, can't you? I thought they'd be worth quite a bit. Thank you, sir. Now, that's lightened the load of that considerably.
Do come back.
Oh, I assure you, I will. People that don't ask questions when they buy things from you are always a very useful thing to have in your corner.
Foolish old woman. You know nothing
Battleborns
of our struggles,
and
our
Greymanes.
suffering.
And what of my son?
Well, they used to be
What of
friends. It's
Thoron?
odd that they're going
Is he
at
nothing? So
ends
don't
now,
talk
it would
to me
appear.
about suffering.
Your son
But
chose
anyway,
his side. and he chose
perhaps the
poorly,
inn will
and now
like to
he's
buy
gone.
some as
Such is the way of
well.
war. The
I'd
sooner
like
you
to get rid of
accept
this
his loss, the
bag as
better.
soon as I
I will
can
never
before I go
accept his
leaving.
death. My son still...
Come on in. Let me know if you need anything, or take a seat by the fire and I'll send someone over.
Evening again. I am actually quite tired. Skulking around through ski evidence does that. I'd like a bath, but I'd also like to sell you
If
a
it's
few
work you
things.
need, how about chopping up some wood for the fire?
How about no? But I'd like to
Let's sate that appetite, hmm?
sell you some of this relatively rare meat now, if you are up for it. Oh, you'll give me 9 as well. It's good to know that you all have an understanding of what this is worth. It's very nice to see. There's another chunk of it gone. I greatly appreciate it. I'm sure your customers will appreciate it as well. Now, I would like something to eat. That beef stew actually sounds nice, along with the bread. Fantastic. Yes, that'll do nicely, I think. Thank you very much. I'm going to have something to eat.
Need anything else? Just
Hope
let me
nobody
know.
misses that.
What? Somebody's talking to themselves. Yes.
Smells like stale beer.
Oh, lovely. I'm glad I don't have the ale. I will be partaking of a room in a moment. First, I'd like to eat. Enjoy the bread. Have the beef stew. Have a little bit of water. Yes, combined with what I had earlier, that'll do just fine. Now then.
I'm telling you, I heard it. Howling. Those werewolf tales are true.
What? Excuse me? Werewolves? Any other rumors?
I assume you saw the Gildergreen? Big tree all
Oh, you've
burnt up
already-
in the middle of the Wind District? It's part of the Temple of Kinnereth. People want Danica to do something about it, but I don't know what they expect.
My dear, you just told me that earlier. I suppose thank you for trying. I'd like to rent the same room as before, thank you.
Sure thing. It's yours for a day.
Thank you very much.
I'll show you to your room, right this way.
Why do all of you insist on this ideal that you must show me the room? Like, I would have forgotten its location. I don't understand you innkeepers. At least your inn's nice enough to where I don't mind too much. Right. Inigo, I'm going to have a bit of a nap and rest a bit, recover, and then don't you look away from me when I'm talking to you. What are you doing?
Let me know if there's anything else you need.
Oi! Yes, you big dumb cat. After I sleep, we're going to head back to Riften, understood? Don't you shake your head at me. There's nothing to do around here. Ugh, at least nothing that I'm interested in. Go ahead, my dear. You're a bit in my way.
Mikhail's son. How about something?
Excuse me, my friend.
Well, I was thinking maybe
Right,
something
well, I
bold.
assume I can squeeze
High
past
oak
you.
dirt,
Thank you.
These are rather
Right.
trying times after all.
To bed
You
I
trying to
go.
scare off my customers?
Alright, much better.
It's
A
bottles
nice
for sale,
night's
all
sleep,
crafted by the
breakfast,
best
something to
blacksmiths in
drink,
Skyrim.
and I'm ready to go. Now, before we leave for Riften, I'd like to try to sell the last of that mead, as well as a few other things. And of course,
Stock of potions and alchemy reagents.
hello Arcadia. I'd like to partake of your lessons again if possible. Also, I'd like to see if you have any key ingredients for sale.
Pardon me, but do I detect a case of the rattles? I've got something for that.
I bet you can
Thank
get
you,
a good
though.
price for those gems.
But no. Now then, what do you have for sale first?
Take a look.
Actually, quite a nice stock. Specifically, I am after something for poisons, though. Although wheat, I recall, is useful for healing potions. We'll leave it at that for now. and pestle might actually be useful. But no need for now. I don't make a habit of buying things on the run. Making potions on the run, rather. Right. Let's see. Will you buy these? You will? How intriguing. Well, I suppose if you break down mead, you can use it for potions, can't you? Very well. I will happily sell you them all. Well, what I have left. Thank you, Arcadia. Very, very useful. Alright, Arcadia, thank you very much for the potions and ingredients, though more potions than anything. I sold you more than I bought. But in any case, if possible, I would like some training. Do you still offer lessons?
I think I can teach you a thing or two.
Fantastic. Thank you very much for your time. Fantastic. A little bit of a refresher course from somebody who does this daily is always a nice thing. Now then, moving on, let us, well, I suppose,
Spare a coin for a poor old beggar?
no, how about you actually go make some coin yourself? The lady's paying just to chop wood. By the divines, people are so lazy.
Cake pity,
Oh,
sir,
shut
spare
up
me.
before I stab you in the leg. I used to be a beggar. I know full well how the life is and how easy it is to get out of it. Alright. On a brighter note, I suppose it's time to head back to Riften, my friend.
Coin for a fellow down on his luck.
Alright. Off we go. It's going to be a very long ride. Back to... Ooh, flowers.
That's what I thought.
Shut up. Back to Riften. Glad I still have that cushion. Alright, off we go. As I assumed, that was a long trip, and I am hungry, thirsty, tired, and I still have to speak to Maven anyway. Such is life, I suppose. Let's go talk to her before we get freshened up, as it were. Right, then she's probably waiting in the Bean Barb. Really, with all the money she makes, you think that she would be able to do a little bit better than this. There's that fellow again. Really should find out where he... Didn't I see him in Whiterun? Ugh. Rain. Always with the rain. Oh, and it's heavy, too. Inigo, let's head in before it gets even worse.
Coin, you've come to the right place.
Ugh,
Pull up a
much better. There's that woman with an odd sword again, too. Oh, Sapphire! I'm tired, but I suppose we can go ahead and settle this. That idiot at the stables wanted me to talk to you.
Yeah? What's your problem?
I would like to talk to you about, what was his name? Shadir? Something like that. His debt.
Back off. This action's all mine. No room for anyone else in the guild on this one.
Oh, now, calm down. Do me a favor and drop the debt. Then I'll owe you one. And he'll owe me one.
Why should I bother? I've already made a bunch of coin off of his shipments, so anything else I squeeze out of him would be a bonus. Oh, wait a second. I see what this is. You want me to cut you in, or you'll rat me out to Brynjol. Tell you what, I'll give you a share right now if you forget the whole thing.
Well, I'd rather not cause strife in the guild, to be entirely honest. And if you're giving me a cut now, I suppose I don't see a problem with it. And then you'll owe me a bit of a favor, instead of Shadir, who seems much less useful than you. Alright, you've got yourself a deal.
Now you're talking. Oh, if you see Shadra, remind him he still owes me that debt.
Shadra, that was his name. I'll certainly inform him that I was not able to persuade you, my dear. I'd like to talk to you a bit more later, but right now Maven's calling.
Maybe I'll see you around the guild.
Most likely. Maven's calling, though, and so is my stomach. Let's get this dealt with. Maybe we can sing my praises, though that's unlikely. Woman and her sharp-ass tongue. Well, I'm glad you're eating already. Maven?
I trust you have good news for me?
Yes, the job's finished. Malice is in charge of the brewery now, and here's the information that you requested of me.
This doesn't tell me much. The only thing that could identify Sabjorn's partner is this odd little symbol.
Yes, I've seen the symbol before. It's the same one that was in Golden Glow.
Well, whoever this mysterious marking represents, they'll regret starting a war with me. You should bring this information to the Thieves Guild immediately. There's also the matter of your payment. I believe you'll find this more than adequate for your services.
Oh, well, now that is a very nice sword. Interesting. Thank you very much, Maven, for your time and the reward. I hope to do business with you again.
I believe we're done.
Indeed. Quite done. Now it's time for me to enjoy something to eat, drink, and then go talk with Brynjolf in the sewers. By the divines. How do I get myself in these messes? At least I had a bath back in Whiterun. Probably going to want another one shortly, though. Alright. It's still raining. Don't look at me like that. You don't like water either. You're a cat. Let's just get to Brynjolf.
We are getting wet.
I hate you. Just a little bit. Why on earth are you in here? I went to the tavern first and I checked the cistern and... whatever. Brynjolf?
Word on the street is that poor Sabjorn has found himself in Whiterun's prison. How unfortunate for him.
And yet so very fortunate for us and Maven.
Exactly. Now you're beginning to see how our little system works. Maven sent word that you discovered something else while you were out there. Something important to the guild?
Indeed, this is the same symbol from Golden Glow. It's on the same papers. Someone is most assuredly trying to hijack Maven's business and declare an underground war on her, so to speak.
Then this is beyond coincidence. First Arangoth, and now Sabjorn. Someone's trying to take us down by driving a wedge between Maven and the guild.
Indeed. Anything come to mind specifically that we can do to avert this issue?
Mercer thinks he knows a way to identify this new thorn in our side. He wants to meet with you right away. And if I were you, I'd hurry. I've never seen him this angry before.
Well, his old guild is kind of falling apart. I can understand the anger. Let's go deal with this. Mercer?
They were a sure thing, I swear.
Ah, there you are. I've consulted my contacts regarding the information you recovered from Golden Glow Estate, but no one can identify that symbol.
I found the same marking at the Honeybrew Meadery.
It would seem our adversary is attempting to take us apart indirectly by angering Maven Blackbriar. Very clever.
Well, it's certainly clever, but it's also kind of a pain in the ass. Either way, they need to die or be removed in some other way.
Don't dismiss our adversaries so easily. They're well-funded, patient, and have been able to avoid identification for years. However, don't mistake my admiration for complacency. Our nemesis is going to pay dearly.
I don't know if I'd call them our nemesis just yet. I've solved the problems that they've caused within, what, a couple days? And it's just that you're all incompetent. Anyway, how exactly do you intend to make them pay, specifically?
Because even after all their posturing and planning, they've made a mistake.
They've made several.
The parchment you recovered mentions a Godja lie. According to my sources, that's an old alias used by one of our contacts. His real name is Gullumai.
Sounds like a lizard. Yay. Right then. Where exactly would you like me to begin?
Gullumai is our inside man at the East Empire Company in Solitude. I'm betting he acted as a go-between for the sale of Golden Glow Estate and that he can finger our buyer. Get out there, shake him down, see what you come up with. Talk to Brynjolf before you leave if you have any questions.
Intriguing. Well, I'm always up for some extra information. Let's have a chat with Brynjolf, shall we? Brynjolf?
I can't believe Gullumai's mixed up in all this. That Argonian couldn't find his tail with both hands.
No, it wasn't
Don't get me
lizard.
wrong. He could scam a beggar out of his last septim. But he's no mastermind.
Interesting. Think he'll give me any trouble?
Trouble? He's one of the most stubborn lizards I've ever met. You have your work cut out for you.
Oh, fantastic. So, how should I get him to talk? If he's going to be stubborn, I would rather avoid using methods such as torture and other means, though it's within my skill set. Perhaps bribery? Or a favor?
You're going to have to buy him off. It's the only way to get his attention. If that fails, follow him and see what he's up to. If I know Gullumai, he's in way over his head, and you'll be able to use it as leverage.
Interesting. Very well. And I assume that you don't want him dead. After all, he is one of our contacts. So, yes. Usually the rule of thumb is, if it's a contact, let it be. Though he's definitely going to owe us.
Aye, he does indeed. And with his fingers in the East Empire Company's pie, we'll make good use of that debt. If I'm not being clear enough, that means we don't want him killed. For now, just keep on his tail and he's bound to step into something he can't scrape off his boot.
Fair enough. Alright. I suppose I'll head off then.
Good luck in Solitude. Keep Gullumai alive, but remind him who we are.
Oh, Solitude. Now that is a place I am excited to go. Aren't you, Inigo? Last time we were there, you shot me. Well, no, but you were planning to shoot me. I'm never letting that go, just so we're perfectly clear.
Got a minute? Wanted to say something.
No. Right then. Time to head off to Solitude, I suppose. Now this one I'm very excited about. I simply can't wait. Wine, women, fine clothes, fine dining, proper sewage, no rats. Yes, I think this will do very nicely for us. Hello everyone, and thank you for watching. If you'd like to see future content, be sure to subscribe and hit that bell notification icon. If you'd like access to bonus content, such as special privileges on my personal Discord, extra information on my stories and world building, or perhaps simply wish to support my work here, please consider becoming one of my patrons on Patreon. Thank you for all your time, and I can't wait to see you in the next chapter of our story.